The crisis has begun. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and this is our recap and review of Part 1 of The Crisis on Infinite Earth. But before we get started, make sure you get in on this month's giveaway. We're giving away a holiday gift, a Captain America waffle maker. In order to get in on the giveaway, all you have to do is be a subscriber, hit like, and leave a comment. Well, as you guys know, I was trying to review some of these CW shows for a while, and I just couldn't keep up, so I apologize. But Crisis on Infinite Earth is something that's a bit special, so with a little bit of a special effort, we're going to do a recap and review of all 5 episodes. Now, one of the best things about this is I don't watch all the CW shows. I just don't have that kind of time, and it really didn't require you to do that. But I suppose, since this was a Supergirl episode, that it would have been helpful to know a little backstory on what's going on with Supergirl currently. With all that said, let's dive into the episode. Now, for a long time we were hearing about all these people set to appear in the show, and the episode opened with a whole series of cameos. We got Alexander Knox from the original 1989 Batman, then, surprisingly, which we reported on here, a Titans cameo, then the Ray, and then Burt Ward. Interestingly, notice that car beside him? I don't know if it's on purpose, but that really looks like the Black Beauty, which was from another superhero show from the 1960s era, Green Hornet, which actually crossed over with Batman. And then finally, one cameo you might not have picked up on was Wil Wheaton, who voiced a lot of cartoon characters, but is best known for Shut Up Wesley. Now, there's so much going on in this episode, we're not going to do our detail-by-detail recap that we've kind of done for our Titans episodes. There's just too much happening, and it's coming at us fast and furious. But we do want to break down what happened. Most of the first act is built around Earth-39 and bringing the heroes together to defend that particular reality. We do get to see the destruction of Argo City, although Lois and Clark are whisked away at the last minute, and we get a Superman-style origin story for a Jonathan Kent who is shot off into space. Now, this is a Supergirl episode, so a lot of it is built around the DEO, and with the Antimatter Wave headed right for Earth-39, the crew there is trying to figure out how to evacuate as many people as possible from this reality. Interestingly enough, they have to enlist the help of Lena Luthor, who in the previous episodes they were at odds with. This is one of those moments where, if you had watched previous episodes of Supergirl, you might know what was going on. Now, a convenient plot point in this episode was the fact that there was a quantum tower placed on this Earth a long time ago by the Anti-Monitor to help defend all of reality. And once the heroes are brought together, more or less most of the episode is centered around the team defending that tower from shadow demons sent by the Anti-Monitor. But we do get a pretty interesting subplot. Brainy actually tracked Jonathan Kent's pod into a wormhole to Star City in Earth-16 in 2046. So him, Sarah Lance, and Lois Lane head out to try to rescue baby Jonathan. Now, this isn't the first time legends have appeared on that world, and they actually run into that older version of Oliver. Once the proper introductions are done, and Oliver realizes who she is, we get some pretty great moments between Oliver and Sarah. On his Earth, Sarah never came back with him on Lanyu, and Oliver believed her to be dead this whole time. It is a great scene, and they do actually rescue baby Jonathan Kent. I still wonder if they're going to age up that kid for the TV show, and we get some super sons, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, we get a lot of great action sequences in this episode. The ensemble fights are a blast and are exactly what comic book fans always want to see, as are quite a few of the interactions and opposing personality types, particularly the Atom and Batwoman. Now, as we said, most of the episode is built around the team defending this quantum tower and giving the people of Earth-39 time to evacuate. While Kara and Clark are kind of set busy charging up the solar panels that power the quantum tower, the rest of the team is left to defend the tower from an onslaught and never-ending horde of shadow demons. Eventually, after all is lost and as many people are evacuated as possible, the Monitor comes in and starts bamfing out all the heroes. This is that scene in the commercial where you hear him tell Oliver it's time, and when Oliver asks if everybody's been evacuated, and he says no, he says it's not time yet. Oliver actually disables the Monitor, preventing him from transporting him away that one last time, and actually runs out of arrows, drops his bow, and seems to face his death at the hands of the shadow demons with honor and bravery. It was a great scene. The Monitor is eventually able to bring Oliver and everyone else back to Star City on Earth-1, but Oliver is dying. Interestingly enough, the Monitor calculated Oliver actually saved an additional billion people that day. A true hero. Oliver has a moment to say goodbye to everybody, revealing he sacrificed himself to save Barry and Kara, and then dies. Interesting though, the Monitor said he did not foresee Oliver dying in this way, so obviously they're headed out on their own path. We also got our first look at Harrison Wells' Pariah, but we really didn't get too much out of him at the end of the episode. Now, I thought this was a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't keep up with all the CW shows, but I had a really good time. Nothing really took me out of the episode. The CGI was fine, the costume looked great, and the characters were all a lot of fun. You do see a lot of world building going on in this episode. One of the things I left out in the recap was you see Oliver pass on a Green Arrow costume to Mia, and they have a very clear passing of the torch moment in the episode. So they're obviously setting up a lot of that. The death of Oliver Queen is the sort of big plot point in this one, but I do feel like it's not going to stick. This is only one of 5 episodes for The Crisis, so I suspect we'll at least see Stephen Amell come back one more time. Maybe not the same version of Oliver, but the same guy. I mean, we actually have seen pictures of Oliver with a larger ensemble team, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be back. Overall, I'm going to give this first episode a 7.5 out of 10. I expect it to get a little better. It's still CW, but I had a good time watching it, and I think you might like it too. I am really curious on what fans of the comics think of this episode. It's obviously diverged quite a bit from the comic storyline, but I gotta say, the introduction in the beginning was great, and it made me really remember how I felt when I read the comics. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.